I think there's one misconception about the end of a relationship, whether it be divorce or the end of a long-term relationship, and that is that the person who is making the decision to leave, because often, even if there are problems on both sides, often it's one person that comes to the point of saying, okay, this needs to come to an end. And the misconception is that that person who's making the decision to leave is not hurting as much as the person who is being left. But what I found is the reality is that there is deep, deep grief on both sides. Both partners were emotionally invested in this relationship. Both people had put a lot of time and effort and love and care into building a life together. And so when it comes to the point where someone decides to leave, there's a lot of grief in even just making that decision. My personal experience was that I knew deep within myself that things were really hard, and we had tried so many different things trying to keep our relationship alive and trying to solve some of the major issues that we were dealing with. And both of us were very unhappy. That was the reality of it. Like, we were struggling in so many ways, and we were living in a very stressful situation that was not healthy for either of us. And even though I am the one who made that decision to leave, I still experienced a lot of grief. Like, through the decision-making process, there was so much grief. And even on the other side, once the paperwork was signed and the dust started to clear and I felt like the fog cleared from my mind, there were still moments of grief that came up. Even 3 years later, here I am, and I still have moments of missing what we once had and realizing that my life is so different than what I expected it to be. So give yourself compassion and give your partner compassion, and just recognize that the path that you're walking, each individually and as a partnership, as you're trying to uncouple, if that's the decision that you come to, just recognize that it's hard. It's hard for everyone involved, and the best thing that we can do is just have compassion and love for ourselves and try and give as much compassion to the other person as you're trying to find the way through the logistics and the details as this relationship comes to an end.